I'm going to try to be quick and then go through a couple hours here. I have a lot of literature over on my table. If you would please take a minute to stop by before you leave, there might be something over there that you're interested in. I'm going to pass around 2 sign-up sheets. One is for Liberty-related events and legislative alerts, and the other is specifically for Ron Paul-related issues. So I'll pass these around, and if you want to sign up on those. I wanted to mention I passed around a brochure or flyer on the billboards project. There's a gentleman who's putting together a project to get some billboards up in Lexington County. You can read over the information. If you have not gotten a flyer on that, let me know. Also on my table I have copies of the Constitution with the Kentucky and Virginia resolutions, which to my knowledge there's no other copy of the Constitution that has those. If you're not familiar with nullification or states' rights, those 2 resolutions are very important. Stop by and get a copy of those. Also has some Frederick Bastiat books. If you don't know who Frederick Bastiat is, you need to learn about him. His book, The Law, is one of the best books out there. I'm out of those, but I do have a copy of his other books. I also have some CDs on Preacher from Jekyll Island, G. Everett Griffith. It's a summary of his book, and if you haven't heard of him, you need to learn about him as well. We are putting together a project to enter a float at Ron Paul 2012 in the Okra Strut, and we need some contributions on that. If anybody's interested in getting involved, make sure you sign up on my Ron Paul sheet and talk to me afterwards if you want to get involved in decorating and if you can contribute some money. There's a $100 entry fee that we're trying to collect money for. The Gun Owners of America, I have information over there. It's $20 for a yearly membership, and if you join through me, you get a free t-shirt. And lastly, I want to talk about Ron Paul real quick. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with Ron Paul. For those of you who are not, I want to encourage you, whether it's Ron Paul or whoever you vote for, whether it's a local election, state, or presidential, turn your TV off and do your own research, because what they have on their TV is going to give you the rhetoric, it's going to give you all the fluff, and it's not going to give you the concrete voting record. You need to check these people out, on who they are, and check out their voting record and their history, not what comes out of their mouth when they're on the stage. Ron Paul is the only candidate that's running for president that is a veteran and has military experience, which I think is very important. He's also the only candidate who's seriously addressing the economy, and if you understand the importance of the Federal Reserve, he's the only one that's bringing that up. He's the only one that's been warning us for 30 years about why we need to get rid of the Federal Reserve and we need to audit it. Basically, the Federal Reserve System allows our politicians to have unlimited access to a printing press, which allows them to have a hidden inflationary tax, which is the most immoral of all taxes, in my opinion, because you don't even realize that you're paying the tax. At least when you pay your property taxes or your sales taxes, you actually recognize that you're being taxed. With the Federal Reserve System, you're being taxed every time that you go and buy groceries. You don't even realize you're being taxed, and it's uncontrollable. Ron Paul also is an advocate for homeschoolers, securing our borders and workers' rights. And he's also the only candidate with 30 years of a proven track record. You can go back and look at his track record, and you can see he has proven voting record that he always supports the Constitution. Every time is not affected by lobbyists. If that's not important, I don't know what else is, because we don't have anybody else that is strictly a constitutionalist and actually has the record to prove what they're going to do when they get in office. And lastly, if we really want to beat Obama, Ron Paul is the best chance on the Republican side to beating Obama for the following reason. If he is elected a Republican primary candidate, all the Republicans, or at least most of them, are going to vote for Ron Paul over Obama. The constitutionalists, libertarians, independents, and even some Democrats will also vote for him. The other Republican candidates are not going to be able to draw those other factors in against Obama, and Obama is going to be a powerful force to reckon with. If you seriously want to get Obama out of office, Ron Paul can draw the voters from multiple categories. So I invite you to come over to my table. I know we're short on time. I'll be glad to answer any questions or share some information.